This is Dave Waller's plane. He has built it by himself. It has not been up in the air yet. Wow.
microphone. Dave, start that engine. So
Wow.
you can see it's got external rocker arms, and it's got a Lycoming gear mount on the nose, and it's got an oil filter added for the oil system, and there's a water pump at the back end of the crankshaft here, and the camshaft is here, and that runs the tachometer, and it runs the magneto up there. The magneto is being used to deliver all the sparks to the right cylinder at the correct time, but on the other side you'll see a automotive coil, because the magneto has a rotating coil and it tends to fail. It's always about the first thing to fail on an OX5 when you're flying around with it. And then so there's a battery over there, and a place to put the key in here, and a throttle and a choke, and a fuel tank with a pump down there. So what's going to get blown over? Oh, just get a little grease on the truck, huh? Some on me and some on the truck.
Oh.
Some on anybody who wants to stand here in the breeze.
No,
Or,
stand beside.
And you're at the safest position to look at the engine, out of the wind, and you'll see everything wiggling like crazy, and you'll hear the wonderful sound of an OX5 starting up when it blasts off, the first crackle, and then I'll raise the RPM a little bit up towards 1,000, and I'll shut the fuel off then, and let it burn the fuel out of the carburetor again. So there shouldn't be any in there. And the fan will blow that fan, so it'll start. But if the water gets warm, because it's got liquid cooled cylinders and an aluminum crankcase separate, so if the water gets a little warm, it's kind of hard today to warm the water up. In fact, the sun has got this warmer than usual. So
Start. Should we step here? Yep.
go over here to this position, take the choke off, close the throttle, open the throttle, close the throttle, put the key in. I'm going to listen a little. I'm going to feel a little too much wind. I'll put my head down into the wind a little bit. See if we can grease the truck. I'd like to grease the rockers. With my new shirt, oh well.
Pretty dirty.
I've been working on engines since 1945.
45.
So maybe that won't hurt. Turn the key on. The pump didn't start. A little bit more. Excuse me, I'm going to turn the engine. Oh, you got to turn the pump switch on. That makes it run. Okay, switch on. Prop clear.
Yeah, we're ready.
Cranking.